has red and white. One has red, white, and yellow. And one has yellow and white. You see how I blend it in while the color is still wet, like this. And now I move inwards to mix it in with the yellow, but leave a little bit of only yellow in the middle. So now we continue to mix the colors on the canvas. And at this stage, you should just really have fun with the colors, because it's not so precise. It's just learning how to blend in different shades, really. So it gets a bit darker. And again, just blending in. I'm painting on canvas, so I'm making sure to hide all of those white stripes from the canvas. I'm moving the brush and trying to make it quite even. It's not so precise, but quite even. Think about where the horizon is roughly, and then you just continue the circle out to the edge. You don't have to go so far down anymore. And then I'm going to start with just using this dark green, and then I'm adding a little bit step by step of the other colors to make like a natural shade. So with the darkest one, now we're going to work backwards, and I'm going to put dark from down here, and then I'm going to move upwards and make it lighter towards the horizon. Dark green up here, and again I'm using circle movements. Blending it in a little bit. Comes a bit more of a natural shade to the green as well. I'm kind of just filling up this space now, and then we're gonna add the trees afterwards. So now let's go backwards and add some more of the yellow, add some more of the green, and try to make the horizon, now that we're coming up to the sky, make the horizon like a line over like this roughly. You can cover some of the sky if you need to. And then I'm gonna add yellow on top afterwards. Mainly here in the middle of the path, where the sun is shining brightest. So when you're further away on the horizon, it kind of blends in more, and the closer you come to yourself, the further down you go on the canvas, and the more details you will see. So here, far in the distance, I'm making long strikes all over the canvas like this, and blending in the colors quite a lot. And here closer to me, I'm making the circle movements to make it look a little bit like a bush or leaves or something like that. And now here far on the distance, again, I'm making lines like that side to side to blend in the different shades. And if you want to make hills, you move it upwards a little bit. And now you can play around with the different shades of green that you're creating on your paper. And decide what kind of landscape you want, if you want it to be flat or have hills. So then you think about the light and the shadow, and what it would look like. If the sun is shining from the background, where will the shades go? Where would it fall naturally? And again, some more yellow. If you want, you add some more white to the green to add a different shade. And it turns into a little bit of like turquoise. So when we paint grass, it's not only one shade of grass, it's so many different shades, depending on where the light hits the grass. So now I'm just blending in the different shades to get a really natural kind of transition in between the different colors. Make it look super natural. I think the most fun part with painting is to add different shades to the paint. We could continue with some trees. I quite like birch trees. Do you know birch trees? The white ones with black stripes on them? So I'm taking white and then I'm making a long line. And I'm gonna make the ones in the background first. So I'm taking a smaller brush here. And I think the branches I'm gonna make in black to make a contrast against the sun. So first I'm just making white lines. And then I'll make another one even further away so it will be super slim here in the background. There. So that's gonna be a tiny one like that. And then if I make one super close to me, that is gonna be like coming from here maybe. And that's gonna be very, very thick and going all the way up to the sky like that. Does that make sense? You see how big that one, how tall that one is? I'm making it thicker now. This one goes all the way up to the edge of the canvas. And you can decide if you want to add butterflies or foxes, squirrels, birds. I think I'm gonna make one bigger one really close by here on the edge to make it a little bit more interesting here in the front. All right, can you see how yours turn out now before we finish? Wow, I absolutely adore these. I'm gonna put you on big. Oh my goodness, these are gorgeous. Excellent work. I am well impressed. So what I'm doing is I'm adding white paint here to the center. Again, to make it wet. And the reason why I do that is because I'm gonna spread the sunshine with my brush and I'm gonna make long strikes like this to make the sun rays go all around the sky, here and there. So I'll spread it, so you can put wet in the middle and then you pull them out like this. You see? And then I spread them a little bit with my brush so it blends in and it looks a bit more natural. So here and there, not too much, just here and there, a little bit like that. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of lemon yellow and blend it in with white to add a little bit of a yellow color to it. And then I add that on top like this. And now that it's spread all around, I'm gonna add some water to my brush and blend it in with the background to look more realistic. So take your time with this step, don't rush it. So now you see quite strong lines, but I'm adding water and I'm spreading them out to blend in a little bit more, like that. And then to some of the rays, I'm gonna add a little bit of orange as well, like this. First I spread it in like that, and then I'm gonna blend it with water. Here's my sun shining bright. I have quite a small brush that I'm using, to make those small little lines. And I'm pulling it out like that. Now you can add layers as you please. Now I'm adding a little bit more white on top of it, and again I'll spread it and blend it in. So the reason why we're doing this before we add the black is because the black, it would be spreading all over the painting if we're pulling the sun rays on top of it. And also now we can add the branches on top of the sun rays, so that the sun will kind of shine in between the branches. There, I think I'm gonna leave my sun like that.